folks, here's another rant from me. I'm currently in the process and in the middle of an argument with a YouTube user that says VPN services are robbing content creators of money. Stop. Right there. Stop. That's not true. Don't let people like that with their own biased feelings fool you. Google, what is a VPN? Now, I use Forbes because it describes what a VPN in the easiest form and in the way I basically describe it. What a VPN is basically a virtual internet service. Much like the internet service, say you have fiber optic internet coming into your home and it is Wi-Fi, that's basically what a VPN is. That internet you receive in your home provides you with an IP address. But VPNs don't just use your local internet server. It uses servers from all over the world. Okay? Now, in what way can a VPN rob you? Well, they can't rob you of proceeds from content you use unless somebody uses a VPN to hack your account and steal your content, therefore making it hard for that person to be found easily. A free VPN often can collect your information and sell it to others, say to Russia. And Russia can then use that information to hack you and then use you to hack your internet service, something that happened to me. And that's why I got rid of the free VPN I was using, because they used that as a back door and because I did not have good internet virus protection. There's an advertisement for that. So, basically all a VPN does is if you want to watch content, say, in Australia, and see what Australian people are watching on YouTube, you can connect to an Australian server, pull up your subscription for YouTube, and watch the content that YouTube has in Australia. You can also use it like if you're in China, and China blocks Facebook, and you're gonna be there for a month, and you really don't want to do without your Facebook, or some of the people you know, that's the only way they can contact you is through Facebook, you can use a VPN to be able to get your Facebook content, because you can then put your IP address as something outside of the Chinese country. Useful tool. Now, what else can you do with it? Well, if you have a subscription in the United States to YouTube and they're charging you $9 for that subscription, but if you lived in the UK and you only had to pay $6 for that subscription because YouTube is gouging American users, you can then make your IP address as the UK, sign up for YouTube, and pay for the subscription through the UK instead of through America, saving you money on that subscription. Because let's just face it, an internet service that charges someplace like the UK or someplace like India $6 for their service and they're still making a good profit off of that, why are they charging you $9 because you live in the United States? So they make a bigger profit off of you. Now, her comment had to do with how content providers or creators out there make their money. Okay, as a content creator, how I would make my money, which I could care less either way, how I would make my money is when I upload my videos like this rant right here and create a profile on that platform. People come and see my content and they say, hey, I like this content. And they share it with somebody else. And I end up with 10 subscribers and 20 subscribers and 1,000 subscribers. And I end up with that quickly. Well, YouTube then says, oh, wow, this person is popular. We're going to pay them to keep on creating what they're creating. And we're going to put ads on their content. And that's how we're going to pay them. We're going to pay them like 10% of what we make off those ads. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So basically, they're ripping off the user from the full money they can make from the advertisers. Now, users like, say, Fluffy or Trey Crowder can opt to not have those ads play on their content. So they wouldn't get money from YouTube. They can then go out and get a sponsor, say, from a VPN service or from McDonald's or from Tesla. They can go out there and seek a contract for advertising to promote their product. So then they get the larger share of the proceeds from that ad when they get on their platform and they're doing their little spiel and then they stop. Hey, you know what else is good? Why don't you try the little blue pill or this VPN? And they describe the product to you and it's usually about 1 minute. of the time. And unlike the ads that are on YouTube, you don't have to wait 30 seconds to skip it. The instant that promotion starts from the content provider, you can just slide that little bar to the end and not even watch it. Wow, amazing. So you don't have to deal with the ad at all if you don't want to. No 30 seconds waiting for the little skip button or the little yellow bar to come up and say, your content will continue after this ad is finished. You can be done with that ad the second it starts. That's the difference. But that content user still gets paid for that ad. With YouTube, if you're watching that content creator's video, and the instant that ad clicks up, you click out of it because you don't want to watch that ad, the content creator then gets nothing for that ad. If you click that before it pops up the little skip ad thing, the content creator gets nothing for that ad. If you watch that ad all the way through and wait for the second ad to come through, and when the second ad comes through, when the skip ad pops up, you click the skip ad, you then, that creator, then gets the money for both ads. That's how that works. So it's up to the viewer how much money that creator gets from their ad, not up to their internet provider or up to their VPN provider. It's up to you, the viewer. So, if you really like that Coghill or I'm a Survivor or Longhorn Luster you watch, and you really want them to get paid for their content on YouTube, and you want Trey to get paid for it, and Fluffy and Joe Magoo and Mary Do and whoever to get paid, you have an invested interest in supporting them by not only watching the first ad that comes up all the way through and not clicking skip ad, but watching a portion of the second ad until the skip ad button comes up. Then you're supporting that creator. You are paying that creator for the entertainment they give you. Now, another thing is, if you notice on the creator's content where they have no ads, but they have a sponsor where they do an ad themselves, say in a 30-minute segment, you might get 2 ads. And that person is getting more money or equal money for those 2 ads on their content by blocking YouTube from putting their automatic ads on their content and just opting to use sponsors. Now, if you watch the same 30-minute video and they did not opt out of using YouTube ads on their content, you will get 3 to 4 ads for a 30-minute video on that content. And if you watch all of those ads, you'll end up with 6 to 8 ads you're watching. And that content creator is then making no more money and sometimes less money than they would make if they get a sponsor and make their own ad. So who's really cheating the creator out of their money? It sure isn't a VPN, and it sure isn't your internet provider. So if somebody is out there like this person is, and I can't remember, let's see what her name is. I'll tell you in a minute. Trish O'Connor. If they're trying to convince you that a VPN is going to rob you as a content creator of money you would get from advertisement, call her a liar. Tell her that's her own biased opinion. That is not fact. Now, who else can rob a creator of their money? Hackers. They can go in there and they can hack your account and they can take your money. They can rob you of your identity on that platform by faking to be you, making it so that people who would normally go to your page are now subscribing to their page thinking it is you. And that person is now getting money from the ads that their page is receiving from the content they stole from your page. That's how they rob you of the money that way. They can rob you of things by faking to be your page and scamming your subscribers, having your subscribers think it's you and leaving you because they got what they wanted out of it. But a VPN cannot rob creators of money. The creators get the same amount of money no matter who views their content from the ads or from the sponsors they use on their content as they would no matter what. So it is not robbing the content creators of money. It is providing the user or the subscriber the ability to connect to your platform for which they pay a subscription to from anywhere in the whole wide world. No matter if the country they are in blocks that content. So if you ever see Trish O'Connor come across and try to tell you that because of a VPN ad, that the creator of that content is trying to rob their viewers or other creators of money? No, they're not. They're not doing no such thing. Now, if you use a service like ShareBear, which is a service that basically, as a subscriber on my computer with that app on my computer, what happens is that app is allowed to go into my media information. And if I have anything in that media information, somebody can use that to hack into my computer and get my bank information, my birth date, whatever else not. But they can use that, my media information. So if I've got the latest music from Mariah Carey, some other user that has that app on their device can use that app to be able to take that content from my computer and copy it onto their computer, making it so they don't have to pay for that album or for that music. That ends up denying the creator of that music the proceeds from that song. That's why it is illegal to download songs and music and movies and videos from unapproved apps or website that offers you it for free. Because every time you use them, you are cheating the creator of the proceeds they would get for creating that content, and you are illegally stealing that content. Total difference there. Now, does that rule out the fact that people use VPNs to use these apps or to hack you, and it makes it harder for law enforcement to catch them? No, it don't. They can most definitely use those VPNs that way. But they can also use open Wi-Fi that way. So if you want to totally stop that and be able to catch every crook out there, then you need to force that every user on the internet must give their location and IP address and their personal information, which would leave you open to hackers. Hackers will always find a way. So please, Trish O'Connor, please, quit spreading your biased, false opinion and get it right. A VPN does not rob content creators of income and proceeds. It provides users with ways to watch more content from around the world and to be able to get content their country may not allow. It is no different than the fiber optic internet you have hardwired into your house so that you can have Wi-Fi in your house. Badong! using your local internet server. A VPN is just using internet servers from all around the world. A free VPN is using open source servers from all around the world. A paid for VPN pays internet companies all around the world a nominal fee to use their server and have access to their server. And the more you pay for, on average, the more you pay for that VPN service, more than likely, the more security you get. The less you pay, the less security you get. To the point, on free ones, you have to chance that that free VPN service is not selling your information. And no matter what VPN service, no matter what app, no matter what internet service you are using, you should always read the contract carefully, especially the portion that concerns your privacy, your information. Because if you do not, there may be a clause in that contract stating they have the right to sell your information or to use your information indiscriminately as they choose. So, VPNs are not cheating creators of proceeds. VPNs and internet service are basically the same. It's just a different way of connecting you to a server that is not in your location. It is connecting you to an internet server 10 states away from you or in another country. And that's all the more it does. And these VPN companies often pay for the right to use those servers. Some countries, like Russia and China, often block the use of VPNs because they do not want their citizens to get information that is contrary to that country's biased rhetoric, such as Russia's rhetoric about the Ukrainian war. Putin does not want his people to see the truth. So he tries to block the use of a VPN. Now, let's give Elon Musk some credit here for this. He is right now having his internet server satellites parked above Ukraine and Russia so that people can connect to that for free and Putin can't do anything to stop it. So that the military can use it for logistics, but also so that common Russian and Ukrainian citizens can get factual news. Get it? Got it? Good. So Trish Connor, are you getting some smarts now? You know the difference between your biased opinion? You can't cite websites to look up that information and those facts. I can cite a Forbes website and how to search for that website to find that factual information. If you can't find the factual information, the thing the person is telling you is a biased opinion, and it holds no weight. If the person that is giving you the information, if you can research, or if they give you a link to a web page, a credible web page, something other than Fox News and Trump News, if you can find it on any other platform than a biased one like Fox News, and I would even say a biased one like MSBC, or whatever it's called, or CNN. Because even though those forms of information do not blatantly lie like Fox News, they do omit portions of information, allowing you to assume something that is not factual, even though the information they did provide to you is factual. The information they omitted would provide more contents to give you a bigger picture of it. That's why I always tell people, if you're going to watch a news channel, first of all, don't watch one that blatantly lies, because you're going to spend a lifetime researching the facts. Otherwise, use one that may omit information, but you are afforded the opportunity to research that information, to find the original interview, to find the original content or pictures or whatever it was that was put out in public, to find the original videos and statements, so that you get more of a full picture of what's going on. So, my suggestion, when little old Trish O'Connor comes along and tells you a VPN steals creators' proceeds, my suggestion to you is go online, on Google, on Foxfire, on whatever browser platform you use, Yahoo, don't matter, and type in, what is a VPN? And read the description. How does a VPN work? And read the description. That's why I like the Forbes one, because it not only describes what a VPN is, it also describes how it works and how dangerous it is to use free VPNs, and what the risks are to using a paid VPN. So you get it all in one shot, instead of searching, what is a VPN? How does a VPN work? How can a VPN use your information? How can a VPN rob content users of proceeds? You don't have to do that. Forbes, you can look it up and it's all right there. And a VPN does not rob content users of proceeds. And that's what Forbes said. Hackers, scammers, they do. People who spoof your web page so that others subscribe to their web page, they do. And even the companies that they put their creations onto that platform robs the creators of proceeds. But the VPN does not. Get that right, Trish O'Connor.